Good afternoon. It's December 27th, 2022, and today we really just had a range day. Starting in the overnight, we had this move down, but after that, pretty much just, we got this leg up, and then it went sideways before selling off a little. And uh, my guess is that, the market closes in 35 minutes. We'll probably close, yeah, slightly lower or around the opening price. But we'll just have to wait and see. Pretty low volume day. Um, Pretty low volume day and not a lot of trades. We'll look through it again. Maybe there's something I missed, but like I was thinking about this one, so I'll take another look at that. But um, yeah, pretty low volume day. Probably going to be like that for the rest of the week. But we'll just have to watch, wait, and see. Um, so let's take a look here. Let me make this bigger. Uh, so I guess this is price action from yesterday. Yeah. Oops. So prices were really in this overnight range. And what time? When does 5 o'clock come in? 5 o'clock comes in. We're a bit away from the EMA, and unfortunately, you just don't get a setup here. Um, and then we get this second leg down. My guess is that these are probably two measured legs. Yeah, pretty much two measured legs down. And then what happens is we get a double test off of that trend channel. So that's right at the open. That's a bit aggressive because of the overlap, but it's a double test off the trend channel or very close to the trend channel, bearish bar. You're going into the lows. That's another reason it's aggressive. But it's something you would definitely want to consider. But if you're patient, we get a first, second entry short off of the trend channel. And I don't think you want to take these because even this looks a bit congestive. But then, you get this doji, so you can't be taking this failure. And we would expect, when we don't hit the bottom of the trend channel, it withers out and we get a break and a new low from this channel. Whoops. And unfortunately, we don't get a great reversal pattern here. What we get is a leg up, some sideways stuff, and then it just another leg up, and then it keeps going up. So that was unfortunate, but it's just the way it goes sometimes. You get this lower high right here, and then you get another lower high. This isn't a good signal bar to go short on, but if it was bearish, I'd probably take it with how far away it is from the EMA, and this being a lower high, we're probably going back to the EMA. And I mean, this is a new high, I think. Yeah, this is a new high. So we gotta, I mean, I'm marking it blue, but really it's probably green. You get a new high right there, and then you get a first entry, second entry long. But this kind of looks like, to me, like we're still in that leg down. However, we are waiting for a new high on this channel. The problem with that is that in real time, you were probably looking at it like that. And with that being the case, this looks like an overshoot. I don't know. It's just maybe you could see quickly that this is the channel. That's just a two-tier channel. Maybe you would see that. I wasn't too confident in that. But I do believe this to be the channel, and you get this second entry, but that looks like a leg of correction. It's a bit risky, I think. but it's a good sign when it closes above the EMA, and you see that's our level of support. So anyway, that gets you a scalp. We come up here, test that high, or we actually make our new high, and this is the failure, and it's just too congested. First failed second entry, just way too congested. But I mean, if you draw this channel down, it looks like we're expecting I was going to say we're expecting a new low, but this is the break of the channel. So, I mean, I would expect it to test these lows, but it's just so congested. However, we get this first entry, second entry short, and that's kind of convincing, but we have all this support down here. Yeah, we broke through it, but I don't think you want to take that. It's especially if you have this is my pink range. If you have it drawn and you see it gap over like that, that's what Max says. He says if it gaps over, that means you got something right, and that's what happened here. And I mean, maybe it could be gapped over because this is the trend channel. That could very well be it. You can see that works. But I also think it's gapping over because this is the range, the lows of the range. So I don't know, maybe you do take this one if you see all that. I'll mark that green. Come up here. We're just chopping around. I don't think you can take any of this. You get this second entry short. So this is what I was talking about. This is like a double test of that price level, and it's a second entry short. I don't think you really want to take that, but I don't know. It's at the top of the range. There's room to the EMA. There's reasons to like that. And then this range just, I think it just kind of fizzles out. Or I mean, maybe the lows have moved down to here. I don't know, but you can see that makes the midline work. That actually makes the midline more valid, more accurate. So there's more tests of it. But yeah, we break out here, and you get a bounce off of this potential trend channel. You can see that this midline, it looks like maybe there's something there. These highs, maybe there's something there, but really you probably want it drawn closer to that. But that makes this midline look even better. But really, I think it was just sideways. So, I mean, we get this first failed second entry right here, but we just got what looks like confirmation of this trend channel. But I think maybe that makes you more inclined to go short here because you want to see price rejection, and there's no price rejection here. You get 2 bars stacked up. That's not price rejection. So, I mean, this is a failure. I liked it in real time, but after the fact, I'm not so sure about it. So anyway, people like this lower high, and this barely ticks higher right here. So probably a lot of people looked at that as the failure. But yeah, anyway, we come down here, and then you get a break and a couple legs down to a new low, and then you get a really nice reversal pattern. So I think you want to take that. Let's see, it looks like we got trend work in this direction now. So yeah, that's how I saw it today. So again, it was a low volume day. Not a lot of trades. I've only marked one red trade and one blue trade. So not a lot of good probability, high probability trades. But hopefully tomorrow we'll have some more. So hope everyone has a great day. I'll be back tomorrow.